Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here to recap episode 6 of the challenge Total Madness called Love Will Tear Us Apart. We start off right where we left off in the Jay versus Rogan elimination. Jay's on the ground and he's hurt. The medics come over to check out Jay and he gets up and he says he wants to continue in the elimination. So he starts off with his second ball.
Boys, ready? Go!
On his second ball, he tries to shoot it over Rogan's head and get it in the basket and not make contact with him, but he ends up missing the ball, so he has one left.
Ready, guys? Go!
Jesus, it's like a truck coming at you.
So as you saw on his third attempt, Rogan tackles them again into the barrels, and now it's Rogan's turn. So before Rogan starts his first ball, Jay's a little confused. He doesn't know what's going on.
After it hits the
What are the rules?
What are the rules?
Yeah.
In regards to what?
What do we have to do? Like, confused right now.
What are you confused about?
I hit. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Are you okay? Just want to make sure you're okay.
I went 3 times. I don't remember 2. I'm messed up.
So the medic comes over once again to check him out to make sure he's okay.
He has to go to hospital for some CT or control of his brain.
And if you get another bad hit, no.
I feel like that first hit just knocked so much out of Jay. I don't even know if he knows where he is right now.
Jay, unfortunately, you are not medically cleared to continue, so you are eliminated from the challenge this season.
So Ashley comes over and checks him again and sees that he's dazed. She says that he needs to go to the hospital and get a CT scan for his head, so he has to be disqualified from the challenge. I give a lot of props to Jay in his first season. He won 2 eliminations and took out one of my favorite and best players, CT, and he kept going in and he kept coming back, but this third time was the charm, and I knew if he could have continued he would have, but he was too hurt to continue, so he has to go home. And now Rogan has earned his red skull and the right to go into the final. Once we get back to the house, we see Jenna trying to get a hold of Zach, but she can't and she doesn't know why. So she calls one of her friends, Nicole, to see what's going on, and she tells her that Zach saw messages from her page and her DMs from 2 years ago, and he's pissed about it, and that's why he's not answering her calls.
What though? If it's affecting his mental health, then I shouldn't be here. Nicole, I feel like I shouldn't have even come this season.
And now she's questioning why she even came to the challenge in the first place, and she's really upset. And then we see Tori capitalizing on the situation.
No. My thing is, deep down, I think I know I'm leaving, but I'm just trying to push it off because I don't want to leave.
Jenna has a lot going on at home right now, and if Jenna goes into elimination, I really see this as an opportunity to potentially beat somebody whose head isn't completely in the game right now. Any opportunity in this game that you can get to win a red skull, you have to jump on.
Tori sees that Jenna's head's not in the game, and she's thinking that she could take advantage of the situation and take her into an elimination while her head's not right and get her red skull. Then we see Wes and Bananas up to no good once again. They're making over Bear's bed for him and Kayla, all cutesy, but then they tape photos of her and her boyfriend on the ceiling, so when she lays on the bed she can look up and see the pictures. And once she goes in the room, she says it's cute and she doesn't notice it at first, and then when she notices the pictures, she freaks out.
What they did with the tree?
No, they put pictures of me and Mikey on the ceiling, And like made like the ones that fell out of my notebook today. Yeah, it's disrespectful, rude. I'm going through a lot of right now, and like that is like so up.
Did you rip it off?
That makes me want to go home.
Now we have two people saying they want to quit. Jen is wanting to go home, and now Kayla's flipping out and saying she wants to quit as well. Kayla has a talk with Bear saying that she ruined her relationship for him and she feels like he doesn't even care about her.
I up my relationship of years for you. It's like half the time I don't even believe that you like me.
Now you're talking nonsense. Yeah, oh my god.
You're a boy, and I ruined a relationship for somebody who doesn't give a about me. If I need to say something, I'm going to say it, and that's where I'm at right now. I am done with you.
Oh my god.
Have I done?
Jenna finally gets a hold of Zach.
Do you want me to come home?
What do you want, Jenna?
I want to be with you, Zach. Listen to me, though.
Don't cheat on me and don't lie to me about
I'm
it.
not-
Don't lie to me about every little thing in your life. So you want to come home and you want to work out things good. You don't? I'm not having this conversation with you.
Listen, okay, but can you hear me out? Can you listen to me? I will be out today, but if I'm coming home, are we going to...
The fact that you're giving me attitude right now.
I'm not. I'm upset. I'm upset and I want to talk to you.
If this is going to work out, then like, there's literally things that are going to have to happen or I can't be in this.
I'm leaving, but are you going to talk to me?
Of course I'm going to talk to you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Are we going to work on it?
Of course we're going to try to work on it.
Hey, I love you.
I'll talk to you when you get home.
Love you.
Bye.
Really?
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Zach. Hey, well, I guess I'm out.
So she tells Zach she's going home, but Nani's trying to convince her to stay in the house and telling her she's gonna regret it if she leaves. We find out that Bailey and Swaggy C know Wes because they're from the same city.
Is anyone catching on to the fact that we know each other?
No, not even close.
How dumb do they have to be? Because, like, I'm going out on a ledge to protect you guys. You're from my city.
Obviously, me and Bailey are together, you know what I'm saying? But, like, Wes is a part of that. So me, Bailey, and Wes, the Kansas City, Missouri alliance, and nobody knows.
Like, my secret alliance with Bananas is not aware of my secret alliance with Swaggy and Bailey.
Now Wes has a secret alliance with Bailey and Swaggy C and also his alliance with Bananas. Our next challenge is called Fast and Furious.
Magnetized puzzle pieces all across this speeding semi. Today's challenge is going to be played in pairs. First of all, you're going to be tethered together with just enough slack to reach puzzle pieces to solve a puzzle. This is all about give and take with your ride or die. This is a timed event. The team to survive one of the most dangerous challenges we've ever had and get it done the fastest will win today's challenge and form the tribunal. Now the tribunal holds all the power.
So they split up into 12 teams, and since it's an uneven number, one guy is going to have to run twice. So Jordan is going to have to go with Nani and also with Bailey. So Nani and Jordan and D and Swaggy C are the first two teams to go.
Be in pairs, hanging on the side of a semi-truck while it's moving, trying to gather up puzzle pieces to solve the puzzle.
That one there. Go. What's wrong? We still got time. Done. Yes, baby. I don't tell the whole clubs. That's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah.
So they were neck and neck, but Nani and Jordan end up beating D and Swaggy C, so they're the time to beat right now. Tori and Josh and Big T and Kyle are next.
Puzzle piece on the ground. On which side? That's Tori and Josh. Right out of the gate. Wow. Oopsies.
Got it?
Yep.
I need your phone.
things is the situation with Josh. Either A, he threw the challenge, or B, he's one of the clumsiest that have ever been on the challenge.
So right at the start, Josh knocks one of the pieces off with his foot, and they're unable to complete the puzzle when they get to the top. And Big T and Josh are timed out, so both of them are eliminated. And Jordan's pretty pissed because he thinks that Josh might have did it on purpose. Corey and Maddie and Fessy and Jenna are the next teams up.
Jenna can't get her last puzzle piece, so I tell her to go all the way up and let me try to get it.
Can't even reach it.
I'm on the swing.
Wait. Easy. We got one more. One more. No, I can't. There's one piece, but I cannot reach this piece. I'm giving it everything I have. I mean, I'm trying to swing, but the rope is so tight.
I will say this. That is dope.
They both can't reach their last puzzle piece, so both of their teams are eliminated as well. Rogan and Jenny and Nelson and Anissa are the next two teams up to go.
Coming up for you. Going up. Let me know. I can go down.
I gotta go down.
Anissa ends up dropping one of the puzzle pieces, so her team's eliminated, and then Rogan and Jenny time out, so their team is also eliminated. Once the truck stops, Nelson's really pissed. He thinks that Anissa dropped one of the puzzle pieces on purpose and that she's trying to throw the challenge to get Nani into the elimination.
She threw the challenge. That's what happened. She threw the challenge. She wants to blame it. She's up there hoping Jordan and Nani win. And that's it. It's okay. We all know the truth. Jenna's checked out. It's a free red skull. Easy way to a final.
This was my challenge to win, and I feel really embarrassed that I dropped the first piece. And you didn't even give me a chance. I just was saying.
You know what? I don't give no more. Who cares? It's girls elimination. It's a girl elimination. I hate quitting, and I hate people throwing. Are we done? Are we done? I'm kind of over this. I'm kind of over this already. Are we done? Are we good, Joe? We saw it.
You all saw me drop it. That was not intentional at all. We all saw her do it on accident.
Okay.
No, I don't throw challenges, bro. Sorry.
I'm just speaking the truth.
It's not. You can't tell me my truth, bro. That's not how it works.
All right.
Nelson makes an ass out of himself every single week, and it's completely unnecessary. Like, don't yell at her for 10 minutes in front of everybody. That's a bad look, dog.
Anissa's always been a good competitor to me, so I personally don't think she would throw the challenge like that. She seemed really upset after the challenge was over, and then when he yelled at her, she seemed more upset. And Anissa's always been a challenger to go in and win. She always wants to win. So me personally, I don't think she did, but Nelson does, and he always goes in wanting to win as well. So Bear and Casey and Kyle and Melissa are the next two teams to go.
Being on is working really well together. So there's really a good chance that we could win this.
There we go. Find the corner. There you go.
Yes!
Perfect.
Okay, are you ready?
And now you're gonna pull
You're
out.
ready, baby?
Yes!
It was really close at the end. Both teams were at the top solving the puzzle, but Bananas and Melissa ended up beating out Bear and Casey just by a couple seconds. Our last two teams are up. We have Jordan running for a second time with Bailey, and then we have Wes and Kayla.
You're right there. Okay, now. That's fine. Come on, Wes, you got it.
So, yes, I've done this puzzle on the other side, so I'm expecting if Bailey sees something to say something, and she's not. And it kind of feels like I'm up here by myself.
I am beyond frustrated with Jordan because this is supposed to be my challenge to win with you, and he is dropping the ball.
Both teams get to the top of the truck and they're solving the puzzle, but the 7 minutes runs up and both teams are eliminated. After the challenge, Bailey's really upset. She thinks that Jordan threw the challenge, so she ends up getting in an argument with him.
I'm saying everybody knows what's going on. Like, Nani wants to get a red skull. She wants to go against Jenna because Jenna doesn't want to be here. Jordan was her best chance to do it. She didn't want him to win with me, so he won with her. And that's fine because I'm new in this house. I have no alliances. I have no friends. It's cool.
It's
cool.
That's actually the wrongest. I'm telling you,
Okay.
I wanted
It's
to
fine.
win
It
with
just
her.
doesn't
You know
feel
what?
that way.
I'm not gonna.
No,
If
that's
that's what I'm not gonna change your mind.
Can
I never
speak
throw.
my truth?
That's
speaking.
not the truth.
I said
You
if
can speak your
listen
thought.
to me.
It is not
I
the
said
truth. Nani didn't miss a single piece climbing, and you did. You had to go back down and get a piece. Nani did not miss a single piece.
Okay.
So I'm a good climber. I'm a good puzzle maker. I believe it.
You're an
But
asshole. I'm done. I'm done.
Climb. You're right. You're done. You finished? We finished?
So she knew that Jordan did good with Nani, and she thinks that he threw the challenge with her so Nani could be in the tribunal and go in and get her red skull. I don't think Jordan threw the challenge, but it did seem a little sketchy when he was up there and he couldn't get the puzzle, and he is closer with Nani, so if I was Bailey, I'd kind of think the same thing.
3 teams got this challenge done. Bananas and Melissa, Nani and Jordan, and Bear and Casey. 8 seconds separated all 3 teams. And the one team that were more ride or die than any were Jordan and Nani.
Jordan and Nani end up getting the fastest time, and they win the challenge, and they're the 2 people in the tribunal, and they choose Jenna to be the 3rd person to join them. And Jordan has a strategy on why.
The ultimate goal is get Tori a red skull. You cannot get into the fun without a red skull. If Jenna is truly checked out, I'm going to give her first right of refusal. Now, I could put Tori in the tribunal, but then that would mean I have to leave it up to the House to actually vote Jenna in. So I'm going to take the power from them.
What do you think about Jordan's strategy on putting Jenna into the tribunal? And what did you guys think of the episode overall? What do you think of the Jay elimination, Kayla flipping out, Jenna deciding if she wanted to go home or not, Nisa and Nelson's argument, and of Bailey and Jordan's argument? And what did you guys think of this badass challenge called Fast and Furious? Please let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified for next week's tea cap. And until next week, when you can sip the tea with your girl Nikki Lee, I'll see you then. Bye, guys. Love you.